Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here. So I got a fitness-related question here, a diet question that I get asked quite a bit, but I thought I'd do a video on what is the easiest way to get ripped fast. So, so many people want to get ripped fast, which is, understandable. So I'm going to tell you kind of what I do and what just really is the easiest way to get ripped fast so that you can get ripped if you want to get ripped. So here's the thing. All right, so first of all, like the easiest thing that you could possibly do, or the quickest way. So there's a confusion between the quickest and easiest way to get ripped. So if you want to get ripped fast, there is no easy way. The easiest way that requires the least amount of effort is to just not eat. And I know that some people are going to say, well, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. All the bodybuilding websites and stuff, they say to eat 6 meals a day. They say, to do all this stuff and count your macros and all the shit. But here's the thing, is if you actually want to lose body fat, okay, the best way to lose body fat, to make your body burn body fat, is not to eat. If you don't eat, if you fast, your body will break down body fat, okay, lipogenesis, and will use it as fuel. You'll go into ketosis because your body will use fat as the primary fuel source because you're not going to have any carbohydrates, you're not going to have any glucose, and then you will burn down and break down body fat, okay? Now, a lot of you are concerned about losing muscle when you do this. So first of all, this is the first thing I would say, okay? And I've talked about this a few times. You can check out my playlist on diet and fitness and whatnot. But essentially, if you don't have a large amount of muscle, okay, don't worry, right? If you're trying to get ripped, if you're trying to lose weight, so most people that are asking me this question are overweight. Most guys like over 15% body fat. If you're over 15% body fat, don't worry about getting shredded or ripped. Worry about getting down to like 12%, 10% body fat, losing the extra body fat to look good, okay? And then we can build you muscle, and then we can actually get totally ripped and shredded, okay? Now, if you are actually legitimately asking this question because you actually have the potential to become ripped or shredded, okay? So that means that you already have a lot of muscle, okay? And you're already fairly lean. Okay, so you're below 15% body fat and you already have a lot of muscle. That's the only way you're going to get ripped and shredded, right? Okay, and let me tell you, because it's not going to happen unless you've got those two criteria at least, okay? Now, based on those two criteria, again, the same thing's going to apply. It's still going to be don't eat, okay? I'm watching this YouTube guy that actually pretty good. Snake diet. This guy Cole, whatever his name is, he's pretty fucking extreme, but he's absolutely correct. He says the same thing, and he's absolutely correct. And so a lot of you are worried about losing muscle. Now, the thing is, I've done all kinds of diets. I've done all kinds of programs. I've been at this for 20 years, over 20 years, lifting and dieting and all this. Okay, and I can tell you that when I was biggest, okay, and I tried to get shredded, the place where I lost the most muscle, I lost fat, but I lost muscle at the same time, was when I was eating the 5 or 6 small meals a day and eating carbohydrates and trying to in counting my calories and counting my macros. Yes, I lost fat. It worked. I did get ripped. I did get shredded, but I lost so much muscle in that process, and that sucks. Okay, but I'll tell you now what I'm doing now that's working better than anything else, where I can actually lose fat and still hold on to muscle, is what I'm doing with doing longer fasts. And I won't call it intermittent fasting because it's actually real fasting. Okay, I'm not just fasting for not eating lunch until 2 p.m. That's not very effective, okay? That's not really long enough of a fast to actually be effective. But what I'm doing now is I'm doing my basic routine is to eat 1 meal a day, OMAD as they call it, okay? You can check out my video on why I eat 1 meal a day, which is basically to fast until like 5 o'clock every single day. Training fasted, lifting fasted, running fasted, okay? Doing a lot of cardio. And what happens is that when you're fasted like that, okay, you end up generating a higher level of HGH and testosterone, which is anabolic, which keeps the muscle. So you actually preserve muscle. When you are eating those little small meals and you're not eating enough calories, you tend to break down muscle more because you're not you're not increasing that HGH. You're not increasing those hormones. They're going to help you to hold on to muscle. Okay. You also have to be lifting heavy. So the protocol, if you're in that range, okay. So this is what I'd recommend. Let's say you're below 15% body fat and you've got some muscle, and what you want to do is you want to get ripped. You want to get shredded. So you want to have that muscular look and be lean, maybe six-pack abs, but still keep the muscle. This is the protocol, the basic protocol I would follow. Okay, it's this. One, I would start doing at least fasting down to 1 meal a day at the most, and perhaps even doing, if you can, this is what I'm doing right now, is I'm skipping a day. So today I will fast all day, and I'll fast all day tomorrow until evening, and I'll eat one meal. I'll eat my dinner, and then I'll repeat that process, okay? Because it's going to be the fastest way, okay, to get ripped, and I'm going to preserve the most lean muscle mass as possible. I'm also going to be eating very low carbohydrate during that time, just vegetable carb sources, right, in order to make sure that I'm maximizing the fat burn as much as possible, okay? So that's number one. Number two is you're going to be lifting heavy, okay? If you don't lift heavy, okay, and you don't have enough volume, you are going to break down muscle. Okay, that's one of the key things. So a lot of people that try and diet and they do like high reps and they cut down their workouts and they're not lifting heavy anymore, they end up losing muscle. And I've done this before myself. So you want to make sure that you continue to weight train and continue to do heavy weight training in order to keep the muscle. Your body will preserve the muscle if it needs to. It's going to get rid of it if it doesn't need to, right? If you're just eating normal maintenance calories or calorie surplus and you're not lifting weights, you're not going to really lose much muscle, right? Or you're barely lifting. You're going to kind of keep it because your body doesn't need to break it down. There's no reason why it would break down muscle just because, okay? Now, if you're in a deficit and you're not utilizing the muscle, it will get broken down or it will get broken down more rapidly, okay? So that's number two. And then number three is I would just add a little bit of fasted cardio, okay? You can run in the morning. You know, I'm gonna be running 5 miles every day in the morning, or you know, and doing some extra cardio, and that's gonna help you a little bit, right? You could even walk on the treadmill. You can do whatever you want to do, but that's gonna help you a little bit. But if you do that, that's what's gonna get you ripped faster than anything else. There's no other like secrets or techniques, right? And doing these ridiculous, 5-6 meals a day and counting your macros and cutting it down. Sure, it'll work, right? Obviously, bodybuilders do this all the time, but you're going to lose a lot of muscle mass, and it's not the easiest way. The easiest way is just to stop eating, okay? If you can fast for a few days even, right? The only reason why I don't fast for a few days at a time, in fact, I do on weekends. Actually, on weekends, a lot of times I'll fast Saturday and Sunday. So I'll eat my last meal on Friday, I'll fast Saturday, I'll fast Sunday, I'll fast all day Monday until I finish my workout, and then I'll eat, okay? But the only reason why I don't do extended ones is because I don't want to, I want to make sure that after I lift that I am taking in protein so that I can actually increase muscle synthesis, right? I can actually gain a little bit of muscle during this time as well. So that's it, right? It's simple. You want to get shredded, you want to get ripped, don't eat, lift heavy. And that's really the biggest thing, okay? And you're going to preserve a lot more muscle than you will going the other way, what you've been told for such a long time. And if you don't believe me, it's fine, it's cool. Just fucking test it on yourself, right? Because I don't know, but I've been in that same cycle where I was trying to get lean, I was trying to get ripped, and I couldn't. Like I'd either lose body fat and then lose muscle, or I would have a lot of muscle and I would have a higher body fat. But I couldn't get to the point where, that intersection, but I've gotten to it now much more successfully. I've been doing this for about 3 years now. And if you can check out my videos from the last 3 years, and you can see that I've been pretty freaking lean, right? While holding my muscle for a long time now, right? Which is unheard of, right? To be able to stay at this for such a long time. So obviously it's sustainable. All right, so that's the easiest way to get ripped fast. If you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe button below. Click the bell so you don't miss any videos. And I'll talk to you next time. Take care.